Hi, Aliyur. How are you?
Hello, Ridwan. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. So,
Yeah,
what about you?
I'm doing fantastic. So this is my first experience while I'm talking to you guys. I was recording myself like alone, separate, is isolate. Whenever I go outside, try to record with the selfie stick. I try to talk with myself about environment, or sometimes I try to work on vocabulary. But I got a chance to talk like this because I have seen many podcasts and I found that everybody is trying their best. So realized that why should I should try like that. So you are the first person that you have just clicked me. So you tell me, Aliyur Rahman, so tell me about yourself first to my viewers, and also talk about your hometown, and the most important question is about your profession.
First of all, I would like to thank you because you give me the opportunity to talk with you through video call. This is my second experience. So, first of all, I need to give my introduction. Yeah, definitely. So, my name is Aliyur Rahman. I am from Assam, and I'm currently working as a teacher in a government school. I have done my graduation in BSc Physics,
All right.
and yeah, and I have nearly 5 years of experience in my teaching career in my current school.
All right. So, you have got your government job, right? As you mentioned me earlier as well before recording this session. So, first of all, tell me that the moment you start talking to anybody, and it's like even you told me that you want to break the barrier, that you want to talk many YouTubers as well, right? And even myself,
Yes.
that I just want to grow myself in such a way that people love to see, okay, these guys are talking very, very simple and common communication, and they have also implementing their expression as well, and they are also working on at what moment they have to stop, and at what moment they have to talk in such a way people love to see. And most important thing is that whether people are learning or not from our communication, our content is all about improve our communication skills, whether we are starting from the base level, from the scratch level, whether intermediate level, but you have to realize that okay, let's see, other people are also looking our videos, and we are in the platform where we are just trying to show the other people that how these guys are learning from the base. So I really feel very happy to learn vocabulary, pronunciation, even though you are a government teacher. So I really love to know from you that how you have grabbed that job, and what are the challenges that you had made it possible, so that other viewers love to see yourself and love to work by looking on you.
Thank you for asking the question. Actually, before getting my government job, I was working in a private school, and in that school, I had almost 3 years of experience. And back in 2017, I started my teaching career. I had my own coaching center at my home, and I was running three batches in the morning time and two batches in the evening time. So in that way, I was occupied myself entire day. And while working in the private school, I was working. I was taking 5 classes per day. So, in a nutshell, was totally busy in my uh, works in those days. So, I didn't have any time for preparation of government jobs like teacher eligibility test. But what I did, as I expected that I need to crack the government exam in my first attempt. So I had a lot of pressure, but I didn't have much time at that moment. So what I did after finishing all my classes at around 8 p.m., I started I started my studies. So from 8 p.m. to till midnight, or sometimes till 1 a.m., I started studies. So in that way, I spent almost 2.5 months, and after that, I my exam came, and I say, take my exam. And on that day, when I went to my exam hall for taking the exam, so that day I was not feeling well. I was suffering from fever, but still I did my 100%. And in 2019, I passed that examination, teacher eligibility test,
All right.
and that was my most beautiful day or moment, you can say, in my life. And back in 2021, I got my job. So in that way, I put lot of efforts to achieve this job, and I had lot of pressure because in my family, everyone taught me he is a good student. His studies were so good. Then definitely he would crack the exam in his first attempt. So that pressure was also there. That's
All
why
right.
I need to put lot of efforts.
All right. And really, I glad to hear from you that in 2021 you grabbed that job. All right. So, so what are the changes you have seen after of that job till now? It's like 2025, end of 2025. So during these years, how much you have seen that you have promoted yourself and how you have given good insights to your students, and what do you want to achieve in your life so that you other people love to see in yourself that suppose if anybody want to become a like a government teacher, so what he has to do first attempt by cracking that exam after opting that job, and what he have to be like prepare themselves so that we they can save the time in a coming year, right?
Yeah, really, I would like to thank each and everyone out there who helped me in my that journey. So especially, I would like to thank my students as well, because while teaching them, I was learning so many things from them, from the books and everywhere. And I would like to thank my colleagues in my previous school. They used to help me in terms of learning different subject knowledge like grammar, and sometimes social studies knowledge. So everything I got from them. So we were used to discuss in our leisure time at school. So they helped me in that way. And after working in that school, I before working in that school, I was not that much confident, or I was totally introvert. But
Okay.
when I went to that institute and I started meeting people like guardians and students, so while talking with them, try to share my opinion towards student and their studies. So in that way, I was making some communication skill in my own native language. So
All right.
you can say from introvert to now ambivert, I converted myself. So that is the change I have seen in my life till now. And one more thing is that I was not confident, but and now you can see I'm trying to build my confidence.
All right.
These are the changes I have seen in my life.
Okay,
And
can
if
you
I talk,
I'm sorry
Mhm.
for interruption. Can you give some suggestion, those who are really preparing their exam or preparation for that to crack that exam? So, is there any tips so that they can be very much proactive while giving an exam?
Definitely, definitely. So what I believe, without hard work, you can't achieve anything in your life. So I really believe that, and that's why I would like to request each and everyone, if you really want to crack a government job, then you need to put efforts. So now we have the technology, we have the smartphone. Through smartphone, we can learn all the subject related content from in content for the exams.
Yes.
And uh, YouTube really helped me in my life. Even I'm trying to communicate with you only because of YouTube, because I know that I don't have any environment for speaking English.
Hmm.
So and now there are a lot of content creator, there are a lot of teachers, there are experts, they are providing
Yes.
knowledge, they are sharing knowledge, and they are conducting their classes through online mode. So you can also take the help. So in a nutshell, I can say you can rely on the social media, you can rely on the technology for
Exactly.
getting a government job.
Right, right. Even I agree with your answer. I resonate your answer with myself as well. And sometimes somewhere else, everybody should have give 100% on that moment. Even so, myself, Rizwan Ahmed. So my channel name is, as you can see that in the top of the logo, it is Rizwan Talk Zone. So this is all about when I saw the Rajini video, Rajini Verma, I think so. Try to
Yes.
thrive, as well as I saw many other what podcasts, but somewhere else I realized that in our native place where people love to talk about Hindi, Bhojpuri, like Rajasthani, like Bengaluru, I mean Tamil, I mean whatever the language they have, they just really want to learn English communication because this communication helps other people to understand. Even when you go through your books or notes, any whatever the subject you are studying over there, they have to look into the English paragraph passage so that you can gather all information, and that way if you have good communication you can read those passage paragraph and try to understand and try to elaborate in your own concept. So that is the very best way to write the any answer in your own way, because people what we were doing from the last time in our childhood, we tried to recite as a full stop as well on that moment. In my childhood time we tried to
Yes.
recite each and everything word, but we don't know how to express myself. The moment we click that okay we have to read and try to memorize and try to write my own things. So my next question is that what did you realize the importance of English communication in your life?
Yeah. So I would like to tell you one story. Actually, after getting my job, I had an opportunity to go to Guwahati for training on science and mathematics. So I went with my some of my colleagues in my place, and there were one teacher who taught me in my school days. So she was my headmistress at the time, and she was also a science teacher. Now she gets retired, and she and I both we came together to that event, and on that event the resource persons and faculties, they were asking different questions related to science and mathematics, and were asking those questions in English, but we most of the people we are giving the answers in Assamese, but I and some of the people they try to give the answers in English, but did not sound well, and I was feel very shy and hesitated. And that time, I determined that English is must needed in current time. So on that day, I made myself I made my mind that I need to achieve this language fluency. So
Right.
on that day, I was started working on it, and still I am working.
Yeah, even I'm also learning. I can't say that we are like very mastery or very profound in this language. So this is something you try yourself, you talk a lot, you try to talk. Even I love to take the name of Ace Fluency application. This is very
Yeah,
fantastic, by the way.
really.
And in this application, you will talk in like a audio part. The moment you realize that okay, now I have time to move ahead, like to try to create any panel over there, so you become like a host over there. You try to talk any topic over there and ask anybody to join that particular participant part. In like 4 to 5 people can join at the same moment, and you can share any knowledge with each other. And meanwhile, also other listeners are also listen whole of this story and topic over there. So that will improve to talk to other people. The moment you start talking to another people, you realize that okay, at this moment I did mistake, I have to learn, I have to practice myself. For example, people who speak very fast might be they are very fumble, very nervous, they are blank on that
Yeah.
moment. And the moment they realize that okay, we have to listen back our communication and try to figure out, write it down on the piece of paper. Next time I will try to talk slow with my pace. So I was listening
mm,
one video in a podcast, that is Mariana Pascal, and she was delivering the story of Fazil Khan. Actually, she
yeah,
lived in Malaysia, and she was take as a
mm,
mentor. She as a English communicator, she taught how to improve our communication. So Mariana Pascal was basically talk about a guy whose English is like very weak, very low kind of communication. But on that moment, Fazal is very much mastery, very much proficient in giving any delivery of their thought process. People, I mean, they first listen first, and after listening their communication, then they try to give the answer with low kind of communication. So likewise, people have to listen. Listening is a very good habit, first of all. Once you have a good habit to listen, then you can answer anybody very accurate and with precise. This is the main fundamental things that we can talk about this. Okay, so my next question is that what difficulties did you face while speaking English in the beginning?
okay, let me tell you the entire story. So, before Fluency, I was using one application that was CV. On that CV application, I hardly get 20 minutes free time, and sometimes I don't get connected with right people. So after that, I got to know about Fluency, and I just tried for a few days,
Mhm,
and that's how I came into Fluency. And after practicing 1 month, so I thought that I should purchase the subscription plan, and
mhm,
I purchased the subscription plan for 1 year. And in my initial days, I was feeling very low or very shy at that moment. I can't speak uh, any 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 sentences at that moment. But the trainers, their co-learners, they motivated me many times, and from their motivation, I started speaking. Initially, I fumble a lot. I speak one sentence and I take a pause for 30 seconds, 20 seconds like this,
it
and
happened.
then I started again. So in that way, I continued for almost 2 3 months.
Oh,
Not 2 3 months, like 2 months maybe. But later on, I found that there is something changed in my speaking, and I started practicing a lot. I used to listen English podcasts, or I used to watch many YouTube videos, and there were lots of conversational videos on YouTube. I used to watch all these videos, and I try to occupy myself with English environment. As you
oh.
know, that there is no environment at my native place, so through social media, through technology, I'm just surrounding myself with English. So in that way, in I started my English journey.
Yeah, that's
So
fantastic. And I would love to ask one question. So, what advice would you give to our viewers over here so that they can understand for improve their communication? Any advice?
uh, yes, yes. First of all, if they want to be fluent in this language, they need to reduce. They need to give up all their fear, hesitation, anxiety, whatever they have. So they need to forget about these things, and uh, don't feel what other people will say. If you are making mistake, it's okay. It's a
Yeah,
part of
correct.
learning
Committing
journey.
mistake is okay. Even I heard from
Yeah.
someone that doing mistake is most welcome. Okay, but repeating mistake is not a mistake. You have to try to
Yes.
welcome another mistake, new mistakes. Okay,
Mm.
so this will help you. And I would say one thing that people love to ask me that how you have improved your fluency. This is most important question, and
Yes.
I
Yes.
really love to. I mean, talk about that. How can you improve? First of all, I observe one thing that your gesture, I mean, how you stand in front of
Yeah.
camera, actually, how you use your hand while talking to you guys. And this is so important. And second thing is that breathing problem. S- Right now, I'm enough to talk about any topic, anything. Likewise, we
Yeah.
have almost talked around 22 minutes, 30 seconds. And I feel that okay, I can talk a lot, but this is only possible when I record myself in front of camera, like on a daily
yeah,
routine. And in first video I was very worst on that moment. I even feel very shamed at how I have been talking over there. If I studied
mm,
from my English, English background of my education background over there. So how it is possible that I could not able to speak in front of camera or in front of big audience? So once the moment you start recording yourself, you will keep noticing that okay, next time you can improve such kind of way. Even right now, I'm also learning that while you are talking, sometimes at that moment,
mm,
that time, I have to be take a pause. So this is so important thing, right? So
yeah,
I think we have almost done like 23 minutes, and I just really want to, I mean, talk about some good vocabulary, discuss with good vocabulary, because I really want my video something different while creating and uploading the YouTube channel. So first of all, I have three kind of vocabulary right now. So we will discuss here. First is meticulous, second redundant, and third is cordial. And if you know the meaning, then let me know. We will discuss a little bit more. Okay. First is meticulous.
yeah. Meticulous. Meticulous means wise while choosing something.
Yeah, paying
Uh,
very close attention to details.
Attention, yeah.
Yeah,
Paying attention.
right. For example,
Focus.
if you're writing something, you're organizing any files. On that moment, you are meticulous while organizing file, while walking during the highway.
Mm,
Yeah, if you're walking on the nearby boundary on the terrace, so you are very much
yeah,
meticulous. If you're something cooking
meticulous.
in the kitchen, so you are very
Mm,
meticulous while preparing. You don't want to be like sometimes bad happen to the, I mean, food over there. So it should be very
yeah.
meticulous on that moment. First, meticulous is good vocabulary.
And while choosing friends, you need to be meticulous.
Exactly.
Other,
Otherwise,
yeah,
your time will like goes very wrong. And second word is
yeah.
redundant. You know the meaning of redundant?
Redundant. I
Yeah.
heard about that word.
Okay.
Right now, I am forgetting.
No worries. Let me tell you, because this is all about our communication. So redundant means unnecessary repetition.
Okay.
For example, if I
Unnecessary.
keep talking same word a lot, like I
Mm,
used to do something and over there, this is like word I use in my communication a lot. So I have to be reduce my this redundant word so that my communication should be very clear and crystal clear. Okay. So we can say that
yes.
delete redundant words to make your message very clear.
Mm. I use one word in my communication. That is actually. I repeated that word many times, so it
Yeah.
doesn't sound good.
Even I was talking to the people in which I saw that someone told me that if you keep repeating the same word, how can you like remove this word in your life? So you have to be very conscious while talking absolutely or actually like over there something.
Mm.
So gradually it will reduce, not in the same moment. Now I'm coming to the last word, cordial.
Cordial.
Yeah,
Mm.
cordial means warm
I
and
have
friendly.
heard about
Warm
yeah,
and friendly.
warm and friendly. A
So for
cordial
example,
behavior.
I'm talking to the first time to you. I'm very much cordial
Mm,
with you because it's make me feel
mm,
very comfortable here. So we can say that while moving to that place, that staff was very cordial to me.
yeah.
All right. So before
Yeah. This.
wind up this session, do you like this session? What do you suggest me? Should we continue in a week, or sometimes we can also call some other people to join our conversation like this, and you will also be part of such kind of group discussion as well and one-on-one session. So what do you say about session so that after winding the session, you can give some good expected thing?
Okay. So first of all, I want to thank you for giving me this platform or the opportunity for for practicing English or for to say something related to my life. I feel very glad about it, and I want to request all of the learner who wants to fluent who want to be fluent in their life. So try to surround yourself with English content. So whatever you are watching or listening, just listen or watch those videos or those content in English. Then definitely you will you will get the things. How can you speak, and try to join in different platform wherever you have the opportunity. Try to speak more and more. Don't think about grammars and uh, mistakes. In If you start initially, you will feel that it is quite difficult, but later on it is habituated with you, and
Right,
you can
correct.
learn English language fluently.
Right, and most welcome to everybody who want to learn and improve their communication as well as fluent, their vocabulary, pronunciation, everything. So you will get lots of content in my channel, and hopefully, Aliyur, you will also going to create your channel coming soon. That will help you to like proactively work on it, so that you will like you also said that you have to be surround with the English communication. The moment you create any channel, you will be prepare content in English communication. So the moment you start every journey, you will try to grab such knowledge, try to pick any topic. So likewise, you will grow it. So nice to talk to you guys. So nice to talk to you, Aliyur Rahman. So hopefully we will meet next any time whenever we get the proper word. All right.
Yes,
So
definitely, sure.
till
We
then,
will meet again, and thank you bunch actually, and good evening.
right. Till then,
Yeah.
take care. Bye bye.